Today we're talking about calling, purpose, and the story of a man who proves that when God raises a person, it's never just about them. It's about a people. And that man is Moses. Let me start by telling you this: you were not born by mistake. I don't care what your background looks like. Whether you were born in luxury or in a basket floating on a river. If there was no assignment, there would be no calling. And if there was no calling, you would not even be alive. You are alive because there is something God is waiting for you to discover. The story of Moses begins with a problem. A nation, Israel, was in bondage. Egypt was crushing them. The cries of the people were rising to heaven. And God responded by allowing a baby to be born. Now listen, when God wants to deliver a people, He sends a person. Not angels. Not thunder. A person. But Moses' birth wasn't normal. There was a death threat over every Hebrew baby. His birth was surrounded by fear, chaos, danger. Yet God preserved him. Why? Because of the calling. Because of the assignment. Friend, your background may be messy, but God doesn't make mistakes. Your story may be complicated, but God is intentional. The same river that drowned others carried Moses to safety. The same Pharaoh who ordered death unknowingly raised the deliverer in his house. You see how intentional God is? Moses was placed where he needed to be, for preparation. Sometimes you're in the enemy's camp, for training. Not everything you've been through was random. There was purpose in it. There was shaping in it. God doesn't waste pain. He repurposes it. Moses learned Egyptian wisdom. He was raised as royalty. He understood the system, because he would be sent to confront it one day. You're being equipped in places you don't like. But trust me, it's because you're called to change that very system. One day, Moses saw an Egyptian beating a Hebrew. His heart for justice burned, but his method was immature. He killed the Egyptian. Listen, calling without process is dangerous. Passion without preparation will hurt more people than it helps. So Moses was sent to the wilderness. Not as punishment. As preparation. You may be in your wilderness right now. You're hidden. Isolated. Forgotten. But God is not done with you. He's just processing you. He's crushing the pride. Building obedience. Training your ears to hear Him. Because the calling is great, and so must your submission be. 40 years later, God appears to Moses in a burning bush. A fire that burns but doesn't consume. That's how God works. He refines, but doesn't destroy. He ignites, but doesn't waste. God said, "I have seen the affliction of my people, and I am sending you." Moses thought he was done. He thought his mistake disqualified him. But God didn't change His mind. Friend, your failure is not your finish line. If God hasn't changed His mind, you shouldn't either. The bush still burns. The call still stands. Moses replied, "Who am I to go?" He brought up his flaws. "I stutter. They won't believe me. I'm not eloquent." Sound familiar? You've probably said the same things. "I'm too young. I've made too many mistakes. Nobody knows me." But here's what God says: "I will be with you." The call of God is never about your ability, but His presence. Your weaknesses don't disqualify you. They invite God's strength. God told Moses, "Go and bring my people out of Egypt." That's the purpose of the call: to deliver. To liberate. To lead others into freedom. You are not just called to succeed. You are called to set others free. Every gift in you. Every pain you've endured. Every lesson you've learned. Was preparing you to lead others out of bondage. If you refuse to rise, a nation will cry. If you stay quiet, a generation suffers. You are the answer to someone's prayer. You are the Moses to someone's Egypt. Our God doesn't act randomly. He is a God of intention. He doesn't raise people without reason. He doesn't call without cause. So if you're breathing today, it's proof you're still on assignment. You're not here to occupy space. You're not here to follow trends. You're not here to be a spectator. You are here, because heaven is waiting on you. You are here, because God still believes in what He put inside you. You are here, because you are called. Now rise. And answer. Because when you do, a nation will rejoice.